Rockies, Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow!
On play action, it's Mahomes. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a second and forever. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead to the 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Peppers. A very good return that time, 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18, go!
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Will try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Mahomes going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown the last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 9.
57, 57. Let's go, Woo, lady. Right time.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
15.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me. And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To the air, Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Panther Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Finding Walker complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On the jump. Hey, smash Bronco. Set. Ready.
Here's Penix. He finds his man complete. It's Castro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Go. Go.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
15.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down. It's a gain of 48 yards. First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow. That's a line. Yellow.
On first down. They go back to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop. The 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Penix. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that on second down.
Second and 6.
They'll throw with Penix. And this will complete again to Mims. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A play fake. Now Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a call. Cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Second and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Yellow. Hey, color. Switch it. Hey, 57.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Here's Mahomes to throw. And caught it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And Walker has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down and 3. They'll set up to throw. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Down inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're going to pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's go.
Sampson will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. High up there to grab it. And they'll get him down as as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down, Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Attack, attack! 43! 43!
In motion, the tight end. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
To number 88. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
At the 47-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Chiefs 17.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. to the sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's still on his feet. And he has brought this one back. A final recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Broncos 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To the air, Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Penix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Castro. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, Harvey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Here's Penix. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dylan Sampson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 46-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Will get this complete to Worthy.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 38, Broncos 31.
touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Sampson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Go get him, go get him.
They try with Pacheco. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
15. Yellow. Go on, 80.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fight on these two. 180.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Going deep for Walker. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It's now 2nd.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Penix working out of the gun here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the